In this video, I will talk about formal or non-formal conversations. Germans are extremely particular being approached non-formally. It is inappropriate, impolite, or even an insult. It's deep in our culture, therefore it even has a negative impact on your grades in the exam if you use it wrongly. That's why we do this training here. What's the difference of formal or non-formal? For example, English. If we address persons formally, we say, for example, who are you, sir or ma'am? How are you, sir or ma'am? So to express that our intention is respectful and formal, we add sir or ma'am. If we do the same thing non-formal to friends, for example, we will just say also, who are you or how are you? It's the same sentence, just the sir or ma'am is missing. That's the English way. German is different. We will use, instead of the you, we use the word Sie or Ihnen. Ihnen is the dative, but we talk about that later. So Sie or Ihnen replaces in German the English you. For example, wer sind Sie? Who are you? Wie geht es Ihnen? How are you? So you can already tell here by the pronomen that this is formal. Without using sir or ma'am, this pronomen expresses that. Non-formal sounds like that. Wer bist du? Who are you? Wie geht es dir? How are you? You can tell again by the pronomen. This is obviously non-formal, while this is obviously formal, just by the different pronouns. So how do we use that at work? For example, to doctors, here we would definitely use a formal approaching. To your supervisors or admin staff, you will also be formal, even to cleaning personnel. Just because they are lower in the hierarchy does not mean you're non-formal to them. You are formal to everybody. You're formal to your colleagues, for example, if they're from other departments, until you know each other well. Of course, those you are with every day, you might be non-formal, but let's say from colleagues from another department like radiology, you see them once a month or only every once a week for a few minutes. That's when you might still be formal. Time will tell. To patients, their relatives and visitors, of course, to all of them, you are always formal. To the patient, to the relatives and the visitors, formal to each of these kinds of persons. Therefore, you're formal to all strangers, for example, to officers in an authority or in banks, to a salesperson or cashier in the grocery, or to a waiter in the restaurant. You're still formal. To your neighbors, as long as you're not very close to them, you're formal to them. You respect elderly people by being formal. And also people that work in your facility longer than you, even if they're younger. So let's say this one is you, for example, even you might be a little bit older, and this lady is quite younger than you, but she's there for 5, 6, or 10 years even. She deserves respect because of being there longer. So it's not the age alone, but also how long is she working there, what's her status within the team, and maybe her special skills. Last but not least, you're also formal to people of a higher social status. No matter if you know them from the magazine, radio, or TV, if ever you meet them in person, you're still formal. You have no right to be disrespectful. You have to address them formally, as shown in the beginning with Sie or Ihnen. You can be non-formal to your good friends, and maybe also to a friend of a friend. So let's say you're here at a party, everybody's non-formal, but this person you might not know so well, but everybody's non-formal, so you can also be non-formal to this person. But acquaintances are not automatically non-formal. So when we look at this group here, maybe these people you are close to, you know them for quite a while, of course you're non-formal to them. But maybe these people here in that group, you don't know them yet. So you're formal to them. So even though you're in the same group together on a dance, maybe festival in the evening, To your friends, you're non-formal. To strangers, of course, you're respectful, formal. With children and teenagers, as long as they are below 18 years, you're non-formal. For example, this doctor is talking to this little girl. She's non-formal. This doctor is talking to a teenager, maybe 12, 14, 16 years old, still non-formal. But this doctor is talking to a patient who might be 18 or above. So that's the limit when you can be non-formal. 18 plus, you have to be formal to a patient. In general, it's always safe to address a person first formally with Sie or Ihnen, and it's easier as you can use the verb in its basic version in infinitive. The person has to invite you to be non-formal. For example, du kannst, Sie können mich ruhig, then she will, or he will tell her first name, nennen. Du kannst mich ruhig Susanne nennen, for example. Wir können auch du sagen. It's another way to invite you. Wir können uns gerne duzen. That's also a way to be invited to address this person with a first name, to say du from that day on. But you never offer this first. Wait for the other to do the first step. Some examples for greetings to show the difference between formal and non-formal. Guten Tag, if it's daytime. Guten Abend, if it's evening. Grüß Gott, all day long. Wer sind Sie? Who are you? Wie ist oder wie lautet Ihr Name? What's your name? Wie heißen Sie bitte? How are you called? Woher kommen Sie? Where do you come from? Ma'am, Sir. Wie geht es Ihnen? Sir, Ma'am. How are you? Non-formal. Hi, hallo, servus, grüß dich. Wer bist du? Who are you? Wie ist oder wie lautet dein Name? What's your name? Wie heißt du? How are you called? Woher kommst du? Where are you from? Wie geht es dir? How are you? So that's the difference between left side formal and right side non-formal. Same expressions, but different wordings. And in another video, I will talk about more different versions of greetings. Thanks for watching.